Okay, I'm back with Marion, and we're here talking about music and life altogether. So, where did we leave off? What were we talking about again? The EDM thing.
Oh yeah, the EDM. So where do we leave off? I think it was along the lines of
How you didn't like it at first.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So Johnny, our coworker, his music basically ingrained into my head. It's funny too because I made like a video, like a Snapchat video of like because I hated EDM. And I, like so at a restaurant we have the back storage where we keep everything, and then you have bleach there.
Okay.
So I made like the very millennial joke of every time I hear Johnny's music it made me like wanted to drink the bleach. So I did that. It was like I hated EDM at like to that extent.
It's like, excuse me while I go to the back and drink some bleach.
Yeah, basically like whenever you listen to Johnny music,
chug the bleach.
you're on Synthesizer and everything. Yeah. So then,
but then something told you like, no, it's not worth it, man.
Yeah. So then, it ingrained to me, and also because I like with these musicians, we all have that dream of being like big, like a star. So then I was doing electronic and music anyways. I was like, hey, maybe I could be an EDM producer. So then I started like listening to his music while I worked.
And you would analyze it or just listen to it? And
just listen to it. I can't really overanalyze it. Then
especially when you're like cutting stuff.
Yeah,
because
I might cut my finger. Yeah. But then like I took in some of the songs that he played that I actually liked and listened to it, and then
you analyze it on your own time,
and then I based like on my music preferences, and then build a playlist.
Oh, okay, and then you kind of come to like it. You discover the genre on your own, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, what are some artists you listen to now? I guess in that EDM, if anything.
So, well, the more popular ones, I guess I listen to like Flume, Elenium, Duo. I think they're a duo. Oh, I listen to a guy named Muramasa. He's really good. He uses regular instrumentations, but then it's still in the genre of EDM. And then I listen to this one girl that is in the label, Deadmau5's label. You know Deadmau5, right?
I have none of those. I don't know any of those people.
You don't know what Deadmau5 is?
No.
The dude who wears the helmet that looks like a mouse and he DJs?
No.
You know who Daft Punk is?
Yes.
Okay, so there's basically in that time there's basically Daft Punk or Deadmau5, and they all wear helmets essentially.
See, I only know Daft Punk.
Okay, so Deadmau5, his helmet looks like a mouse.
Okay.
And then so he has a label, and then she signed this girl from I think. From the East, Canada. Her name is Rez. And then
you've been digging her tracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's funny too because the transition to that EDM was really recent. It was really recent.
Yeah, like a year and a half, maybe at most. A year.
No, not even. That transition was like my full transition to EDM was when I quit.
Oh, so I was like
a couple months ago.
Yeah, a couple months.
Yeah. So then we had this one time I worked with Johnny, and then I was like, hey, why don't I play my music? And he's like, yeah, sure. He's expecting hip hop and stuff, like they're really like gangster stuff where they say the N-word and stuff. But then I'm not black, so I can't say it. So then I played it, and it was just all these EDM songs, and Johnny's just like, who are you? He was so shocked.
What happened to Marion?
I know. I'm like, you changed me, man. You and another coworker, Andy.
Yeah. Good brother.
So yeah, that was basically them. They made me transition.
Oh, so like, do you still listen to hip hop at all? Like, do you still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have like that appreciation. I worship hip hop. I saw it as like an art form. And then
I mean, if it's still your scene, then you never really abandon things that you once loved, right?
I don't also really hate music. I often dislike it.
Hate music? What do you mean?
Like you know how people say they hate country, right?
Okay.
I don't like country. I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Like I don't listen to it, but like if there's talent and artistry in it, like you gotta appreciate it.
You gotta like respect it in some way. Like there's obvious work being done.
Yeah.
And especially like country has its own following. Like I'm not a huge country guy either.
Yeah.
But like I don't like hate it. I think there is it's there's an art form in there too, right?
But me and like, if someone comes up to me and be like, oh, I like country, I'm like, oh, okay.
Like even if it's like your best friend is like, I gotta tell you something, man. I'm a country guy.
Oh, if it's my best friend, because we're close, I'd be like, you what? So smack him. Like, no, you're not my friend.
You disown them.
Yeah, basically. No.
I don't imagine you being so petty. Well,
yeah, no.
I don't know.
Well, to my friends, I'm the most petty. But like, say if I'm
has yet to
like,
be seen.
Yeah, but like, if I'm meeting a girl, oh, I like country, that might be a little like,
it's like
might be a little deal breaker.
It's like everything go right. Oh.
Like, oh, okay.
Can I put up with this?
Yeah.
So country is not really, it's not really your thing. But I think music, it's like as an art form, it's so like free, right? There's no like rules governing it.
Yeah. Unless obviously like the plagiarism and like copyright.
No, of course, yeah. And that just shows your lack of creativity and potentially.
How much you want money?
Yeah, so so Andy Shee, right?
Yeah.
He told me about this program that the music industry uses. I guess like you dump in like 100 different scores and it'll produce one and it'll be used as like a modern pop song. Do you know about that?
No.
Like it's a computer program that can just generate you like a song of any genre. If you like put in like hundreds and thousands of samples into it and it'll just generate one.
I've heard of some things like that. I don't know if it's the one specifically.
I mean, that's kind of scary. Like if you think about how you can just like, I want to make a new pop song for like Justin Bieber.
My teacher does that.
What?
So my teacher specializes in this weird music coding.
Okay.
And then he specializes in a genre called generative music.
Generative. Not degenerative.
Yeah.
Oh, is it though?
No, but it's generative.
So what does that mean? With regards to this.
So essentially what generative music is that you design, say in his sense, his is a program.
Mm-hmm.
He designs the program that makes the song.
Like it automatically just renders one?
It's the same thing with like that samples and it'll make the song, but he makes the thing that takes the samples and makes the song.
Oh, so it creates like his own algorithm to pick what specifically.
Yeah. So then he coded this thing where you just throw in a bunch of samples. Mm-hmm. We call it a bot. The bot will recognize it and then start
creating it.
Yeah.
So again, that's kind of scary, right? If you think about like forcing creativity in the music industry, like making a hit for the sake of making a hit.
Yeah.
You could just do that.
And also
maybe
robots just doing it.
I don't know if it's that simple.
Yeah.
Like, of course, there are still like lots of artists who do write their own songs.
Yeah.
Right, and that's like really commendable, in my opinion, because like, I don't think anyone can write. Like, I think anyone can write music, but not everyone can write like crazy, awesome, ridiculous like hits or whatever. That's what you're going for.
There's actually this thing too. So before the podcast, we talked about producers and how essentially, like in that example, Timbaland, he doesn't sing or anything.
Yeah.
He actually produces the song. So, but he's
credited in the song as like Timbaland featuring whoever,
and
which puzzled me.
Same with Pharrell Williams.
Yeah, Pharrell. Yeah.
But the thing is too, there are these things called ghost producers.
Okay.
Ghost producers are the people that like say, who's an artist that I don't like, and I wouldn't get shit for talking smack.
They're not gonna come over here and try to kill you.
Okay, cool. So
I don't think they will.
The one that came to my head is The Weeknd.
Okay.
So The Weeknd, as we know, he's like
R&B guy, right?
R&B singer, right? So most likely he doesn't make his own songs. He hires a producer, a ghost producer that doesn't
a composer.
Yeah, that isn't really known, and they only get like some credit, but they don't get the limelight, and they essentially make the song.
But then it's still like by The Weeknd. Whatever it's credited as The Weeknd. Yeah,
like even ironically enough, even some of these EDM songs, they have ghost producers, and then like you see they go on shows and they DJ their song. It's like that.
So some DJs don't even make their own stuff?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's kind of... So I don't know what kind of impact that has. Like, okay, so you have like, let's say you have composer and you have the performer who performs the composed piece, right? It's kind of like a teamwork thing, right? But I guess if you try to take credit for it, and I guess the limelight thing, it really depends on what you're looking for. Like if the ghost producer's okay with that,
Yeah,
maybe it's fine.
usually I'm pretty sure they are, and I'm pretty sure they do have to sign a contract saying
Like some kind of non-disclosure.
Yeah,
right?
like you're
like, hey, I actually did all the weekend songs.
Yeah,
where's my
yeah.
money?
Like
Clearly, it's not really.
Yeah, like
It's buried. The truth is buried.
Yeah, definitely. Like there is some artists that really dig deep and find out who those people, like those ghost producers, are.
Like for other artists or their own music?
For other artists. So like.
Oh, so they can just call people out?
Yeah. So then like, well, it's not really calling out, but then because there's this one dude I saw on YouTube, and he was like, "Who is the most influential?" They asked him. Like it was a Q&A. They asked him who is the most.
Was it a ghost producer?
Sorry?
Was it a ghost producer or?
No, he's just like a YouTube person.
Okay.
That does music.
Right.
And then they asked him who was the most influential musicians of all time, and then he said the name Max Martin, which we all don't really know who he is, but apparently he's like produced so many Beyonce songs, so many Ariana Grande songs.
Really?
Yeah. So then, like, yeah, he's a ghost producer, but we don't know that name. We only know the star.
You know Beyonce and Ariana Grande. Yeah.
I was like,
oh, whoa.
Yeah. Like, who is Max Martin? He sounds like a superhero or something, right? Yeah. So like,
he is like a behind the scenes,
yeah.
Right? Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I guess you only really know this thing if you really dug into it,
like
right? If you followed the scene.
Yeah.
Right. And that's clearly that's a scene that's, you know, not out in the open. So then we can call that a subculture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Music itself it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
But various genres of music are subcultures, right?
Yeah.
Like if you consider like EDM, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, it'd probably be not as like mainstream as it is now.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, it's kind of not really plucked from obscurity, but it no longer is a subculture, it just becomes full-blown like music culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't know how familiar you are with like the EDM or hip-hop scene in Vancouver. Do you have any, like, do you follow any?
So the EDM scene, I haven't really, because it's very recent, I haven't really dug deep in it. But with EDM, I've noticed it's more of a nightlife thing.
Yeah.
So like clubs and stuff, raves.
For sure.
Freaking drug stuff.
Whoa.
Because, you know, in raves, everyone does pops mollies, man.
Well, yeah.
And there's also festivals. So then...
Yeah, music festivals. Coachella, right?
Yeah.
Like the ground zero.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Coachella's like everyone's dream festival to go to.
Yeah.
But then...
So that's like pretty happening, right?
Yeah.
Coachella, right? Yeah.
Coachella, though, it's not specific to EDM.
I thought it was.
No, it's a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Like, do you know Faded in the Park?
No.
Even, well, that one, it's fine. I only really looked into it now. But then Faded 2 was before. It's now a mix. Like, these festivals now are getting a mix of both hip-hop and EDM. So, yeah, the culture for EDM is, it's mostly, like, the live
the live events and, like, attending
live,
them, right? You haven't really attended any, right?
No.
Being a good boy in school.
Yeah, I heard, and I also heard like a lot of them can get pretty sketchy.
I can't attest to that. You gotta ask Johnny.
I don't even think like, cause I know this one girl. She's like my friend in composition class. She's like the one that put labels. Like she's like a Richmond girl. So like with these Richmond girls are like those like Chinese like maybe not Chinese, but like the Asian baby girls that wear like false eyelashes and like and like they go to a lot of parties. It's basically like that scene. And then with those girls too, they also have like drug dealer boyfriends that get really rowdy, like Asian gangsters.
Okay.
So like that's usually
which are apparent in the city.
Yeah. So that's usually the scene with those like EDM stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How? I mean, like I guess it doesn't always have to be like that, right?
Yeah.
But like of course. I mean, that is a concern.
Yeah.
Okay, how about hip hop scene? Do you know if there is one?
There is
in Vancouver.
Yeah,
really.
There is well, I feel like there's always a hip hop scene anywhere.
Okay.
Most of it is because I'm more experienced with hip hop. Most of it is like underground.
Yeah, of course.
So like there's
subculture.
Yeah, definitely. So then that subculture, that underground scene is like just these rappers trying to get by.
Mm.
Well, not get by, but trying to get noticed.
Right.
And then I don't personally know a lot. I don't know a lot of those rappers in that underground scene, but I've seen like in like different places, like I guess LA has a really big underground hip hop scene.
Right.
And also the SoundCloud, that whole
SoundCloud is a pretty big thing now.
Yeah, that whole website is basically the underground scene of hip hop.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's like their hub.
So they're like, listen to my SoundCloud, man.
Yeah, basically.
Like, it's no longer a mixtape.
Yeah.
It's a SoundCloud.
They're like, yo, I'll give you the link to my SoundCloud, and I'll like, follow me on SoundCloud. So yeah, that's usually the hub of it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's new to me too.
Yeah.
So so there is a scene for hip hop. Is it mainly live events, or like do they just like, is it a gathering, or like do they really keep to themselves? Like, I don't know what you know about.
The one I know about is funny enough, they do a lot of music videos.
Okay.
That you just put out.
Huh.
And then the one I know from the our coworker Harry. He does performances.
So live.
Live stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they do that kind of thing because I don't know, like in the subculture communities that we have many in Vancouver, right? Your communities can form online.
Yeah.
Offline.
Yeah.
Right, and I don't know if they have their own like meetups or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about that.
Yeah.
Like I haven't dug into that many subcultures myself.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
there's a lot of talking to people. Like I don't know if artists kind of gather like once in a while, have like some kind of like gathering and talk about stuff.
We do, because I help some people with their projects. I have one old friend who wants to become a rapper, and then it's what it is. The meetups is usually networking.
Yeah, I guess so.
We usually talk to other people, and then we get really lucky. Like, oh, hey, this guy is a producer, or this guy's a mixing engineer.
Okay.
Like, oh, we should record like a track together.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened with us.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of like a cool like collaboration.
Yeah.
Right? So where was I gonna go with that? Do you find that like it's I guess centered mainly online nowadays, or is there still like kind of offline networking?
I feel like the main bulk of it is online.
And what I mean by online is like you can just use some kind of like messaging app. As through that, like
because especially now because we can transfer so many things online.
Yeah, you don't have to like I don't have to go to your house to listen to this 1 minute track and then go home and then work on it.
Yeah. So the main hub of it is online, but if we really could, we would go live and meet together and like find like a space and actually do it. Do some work. Yeah. So like I don't know, do you get it? Like you said, there's a hub for it on SoundCloud, right? But like I guess like I don't know, I don't say like message boards or Reddit or something. There are those for hip hop. Oh, Reddit does have like a local hip hop community. Well, it's a bigger community, but like the people on Reddit, they mostly help each other with like, say, problems and stuff. I haven't really dug deep into like meeting people on Reddit, right? That's it's another kind of worms. Yeah. So then, but like we can post stuff on Reddit. And then like, hey, what do you think of this track? Yeah, exactly, and then get input on it. Yeah. Okay. Because like what I'm getting at is like, so I associate myself with like the fighting game community of Vancouver, right? And obviously it's like a thing that you interact with people, right? Because you play games together and you fight each other offline, right? Yeah. And you get offline meetings, right? Then of course you make connections there, right? You hang out with people, you make friends. You know, it's a ongoing process, right? I'm not sure what that's like with music. Especially with your side of it, with the electronic side, because obviously if you have like an orchestral ensemble, you've got to be meeting people, right? Like you need people to play your instruments. But if it's like you're working on your own electronic piece, like it's something you can do by yourself at home. All you really need for electronics is you just need like a laptop and like software. That's really it. And if you understand all the components, you can do all the editing and post-production yourself too, right? Yeah. Okay, so kind of leads in, like,
you've done some composition for school?
Yeah.
Have you done any for yourself personally?
No. So it's funny because I say this because I do experimentation for my work, but I would like never listen to it. I would never listen to it on my own time. And just like, oh,
that's okay. I know a lot of creators don't like look at their own products unless they're like, weird. Look at what I made. It's amazing. It's the best. I'm the best.
Yeah, right. Of course, showcasing it. Yeah.
Yeah, there are obviously those kind of people, right?
Yeah,
that's fine.
But then
you haven't done anything for yourself.
Yeah, like nothing personally yet.
Is that something you want to go down?
Yeah, definitely.
Like you said. So like, what is what's your overall goal right now?
Like, where do I want to be in life?
No, I mean just like, where do you see yourself with going with music, if anywhere?
So I still have this one thing about still becoming famous and being like a producer, medium producer. But weirdly enough, I started being in music. I started experimenting with sounds and stuff. I started going away from actually creating music. Okay. But more into sound design. Oh. So like making sounds like Foley too, and like just making sounds for like things I could use in like movies, like video games. So like kind of like sound effects. Yeah. But like also. Yeah. Okay. So like generating sounds. Yeah. Sounds. Essentially, okay. Yeah. So then, me personally, I want to get into, say, like a game company, and like do their sound, like make their sounds and like stuff. Like a sound engineer or design. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's what you're really into right now. Yeah. Like at this point, composing, like all of us, like all like these guys, right? We play video games, right? Right. So like you'd want to be involved with video games in some way, shape, or form. I don't. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, like I like playing them. I wouldn't want to make one. Okay. I mean, yeah, maybe I do have a dream of like making one, but it's like that's a deep hole. Like, no, but haven't you had like when you're younger, like I want to test video games as a job? I don't want. No. Really? Nope. Interesting. Never really want to get involved in the industry because I know it's a lot of stuff in that. Okay, fair enough. But like, yeah, I had that thing too where I was like, oh, I really like video games. I want to be like a part of the team. Involved in like some kind of the creative process. Yeah. So then. Like, I heard stories though that composing like music for video games was really crappy because they would ask for something that you can't really like. They can't explain music wise. Oh, I want this. I like this, but give it more, and you're like, but like, what do you more? Like? What does that mean? Yeah, and just like they can't explain it to you music wise, so then it gets really frustrating. Yeah, you're meeting. Like the demands of like a director. Yeah. Right. And if you're not on the same page, it can be awfully frustrating. So then that creative aspect, it wasn't a priority. Like composing for video games would be cool. Like, of course. But then, like this again, the sounds and stuff, like just making sounds, like tweaking stuff, testing stuff out. I really enjoyed. So then that's more of what I want to do. Okay, so like sound designing and engineering. Yeah. But like being a producer is always also there too. Yeah. Right? Being a producer. How about DJing? Yeah, I thought about DJing too. It's not high on the priority list, but it's on the priority list. Like you wouldn't mind delving into that. Yeah. Okay, because I mean I don't know what's involved in being a DJ. A lot of money. Yeah, nowadays you have to get the set in. But I mean, I've heard like funny stories about like a DJ would just go on a stage, press play, and just like dance around. Yeah, that could happen. That's a real thing. Yeah, and just press play and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like I know it's possible. Like it is possible. Like it is a thing that happens. Like we don't fully know if it does happen because we haven't really looked at the back of like. I mean, if you look at it, a DJ's job was like, I guess in that regard, was to take something and like produce it and like work with it, right? Yeah. So thing like that, their job's already done. Yeah. Like they made the track. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Do they have like what does it mean to perform it? That's true. Press play and start dancing around, that's like true, waving your arms. Yeah, that's true actually. No, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not really into that kind of music. No, but like, yeah, I don't know, because with DJs we expect, because it's a live performance, right? We expect. Yeah, exactly. A different version of the song, but then obviously the song is already complete, especially if it's yours. It's done. Yeah, like I did the work. Yeah. Like I'm gonna press play. You enjoy yourself. Yeah, right? Exactly. So
And in comparison to like a singer or like another performer, like with a band, right, who has to go and play their own instruments or sing, right? Or maybe some DJs also sing over their stuff, right? I don't know. Do they? I'm sure there are.
Well, there's lip singing.
Oh, okay. See, there you go. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the genre to really critique. Yeah, I know there's a lot of DJs coming to town. Every club, right?
Yeah.
People attend. I guess I have to talk to someone else about that, right?
Yeah. Well, there's also no one. Well, if you're big, they see the DJ, but like, they see it for the artist, because the DJ is the artist. But then in clubs, if you're a DJ at a club, no one's really there to see you.
No, because you're just running the music.
Yeah, you just run the music, and then
everyone can be a DJ. Yeah, I can just go pick a track list, press play. I'm a DJ.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Of course, not that simple when it comes to like the DJ, like the artist, the art form, right? Yeah, like the creator or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So right now, what you're working on is just making sounds. It's something you do at home in your own studio, or like your home studio.
Yeah. Well, I'm still making music because I kind of have to, but then I have those weird parts of me where I'm like, hey, I want to do sound design. I should like make my own sounds. But other days I'm like, I want to be like that producer. I should make my own music. So then right now I'm at that point where I'm like, oh, I should try making my own music.
Yeah.
So
obviously, like inspiration doesn't come out of nowhere. Yeah. It's gotta. You don't just wake up. Well, I mean, I guess some people can just wake up and be like, hey, I got an idea.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You're not one of those guys?
I actually am.
Oh.
But I also lose it really fast.
Oh.
So like if I wake up
great idea.
And I have nothing to like write it on or anything.
It's gone.
Or like I can't. No. Yeah, I have no way of putting it down. I'm just like, oh, it's gone.
And that kind of thing it just happens, right?
Yeah.
And like it's like making your own track. I couldn't imagine it being easy.
Yeah, definitely
right?
not.
It's like you're making like music.
Yeah.
Right. And like when I tried to do an intro for this entire podcast, like podcasting by yourself is really hard because you're not bouncing ideas off.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's like, oh god, I should probably write this down because it's gonna stutter over my own words.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Not presentable.
There's something about creating content that's like people like make it seem so easy, but when you do it yourself,
it's like, oh,
it gets overwhelming. Yeah. Like, oh man.
Unless I guess of course if you're doing it for like school or work. Right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, I know what I have to do roughly, right?
Yeah, but I do also feel like with school or work, because there's also deadlines, and it's like, you don't have, well, if you're a procrastinator, you don't have a lot of time to overthink it.
Yeah.
So like you just have an idea, boom, just go along with it, and if it's crap, just suffer the consequences and hand it in.
Is that your attitude?
Well, cause I learned too that composers don't compose as often as we do, because we compose like 3 pieces of music for
a semester,
per semester.
Okay.
And like composers would do 1 maybe for like a whole year.
What?
Yeah, something like that. Well, the game composers, they do a lot, but that's different.
No, but like, what's his name? Hans
Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's also film scoring. But think about how many films he has to do, right?
Like 5.
Yeah, but do those 5 come out the exact same year?
And I guess you're right.
Right.
They could only do like at most like a score a year.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So then, with that time crunch too, we will also have pieces of music that are pieces of crap.
So again, that goes back to like forcing creativity.
Yeah.
Is that do you feel like that's a big thing in the industry? Like you're just making something for the sake of it?
Well, for me, that's
for the sake of like deadlines or just like producing other content.
For me, that's school.
Oh, okay.
Because like assignment, but then there are some things, because I experiment. There are some things that like, hey, I don't know where this is going, but then when I hear it played, I'm like, yo, this sounds pretty freaking great.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, so that, like, it's
yeah, I mean, the creative process is like, all kinds of factors, and like it's wild.
Yeah.
It really is. So I mean, I just kind of noticed, like, just by talking to you and about different subjects, when you really find something that you enjoy, right? You really look into it and like you take initiative to look into it, right?
Yeah.
Like with the electric thing.
Yeah.
And like with the frequency.
Yeah.
Like you really like delved and did your own research. And I imagine also with the sound designing, you also like found stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that something you find like with things you're just generally interested in?
Yeah. So like I find it easier too, because in that back on track thing too, we learned that there's also the idea like maybe this isn't like the right place for you. And then we also talked about like interest in the subject. Like it came to the point where I was so down in the dumps in econ that I had no interest in it, so you wouldn't do well.
Yeah, you just couldn't bring yourself.
Yeah, it's been like I didn't even want to go. But then with music, there's so many things that I find like I'm passionate about. There's so many like subcultures, like with the electronic thing, with like the wiring and stuff. That in itself is a subculture in Vancouver.
Really?
Yeah. It's
like really like
down low.
Well, I don't know what's called. I guess it's like kind of like the electronic hardware component.
Yeah.
It's a really like a thing, like a subculture for it.
So you know how
oh, interesting. Gotta look up that up.
Yeah, modular synthesizers.
Modular synthesizers.
So you know how people build computers, right?
Yeah.
You essentially build a synthesizer.
Oh, so they go on with like the parts and like the current and whatever. Oh, really?
It's really cool.
Oh, cool.
So then,
because there's a huge computer building subculture in Vancouver too.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, it's kind of, I don't say dying.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. With the death of a certain franchise,
and also because of cryptocurrency.
That's a whole conversation for another day. But yeah. So there is a what's it called? Synthesizer.
Modular synthesizer?
Modular synthesizer community.
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned too that that's there's a big electronic subculture or like curriculum and stuff in UVic. Like it's very, very
There's a curriculum for it.
Yeah. Like so at SFU we have these weird, I don't want to say get together, I forgot the actual word for it. But we have this thing where
like a symposium?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a symposium.
It's a gathering of minds.
Yeah, it's a symposium, but it's a symposium of SFU, UBC, and UVic, and then we all showcase our work. Okay. And then, like, I haven't gone to one yet, but every time, because the last one was in UVic, and I had.
Oh yeah, that's kind of on the island.
Yeah, and then I heard that there are like the weird electronic kids, like the weird experimental modern. And
that's kind of like, oh no, that's my scene.
Yeah, I'm just like I like doing that. And then UBC is like the tonal orchestral, like sappy movie music.
Whoa. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, and then SFU is like a weird mixture of everything. We don't have like a firm identity. But yeah, that's where I learned like more of this subculture of like the electronic and stuff.
But you've never been to one of these symposiums?
No.
When's the next one?
It might be next year. And it might. I feel like it's
on the mainland. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. Well, 2 out of 3 are on the mainland, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the last one was in UVic. Then when you started really getting into it. But I mean, who knows where you will be next year? Maybe you're into like, I don't know. Who knows what next, right? I mean, or you stick with it. Time, people change. Yeah. Time, with time. Yeah. So. Like you find like that if you're passionate about something.
Yeah. Also go along with that passion. So like that modular stuff is all electricity. I actually came to the point where I'm like maybe I should learn electrical engineering.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that is like be an electrician maybe.
Yeah, and then like because there also is in that community there's also a smaller community of people that make it like themselves. So
what? So like with all like the raw parts.
Yeah. So like say when you build a computer, you have all the components built. You have like a CPU and then you have the graphics card and like motherboard. There's a smaller community that makes
They just rig up everything.
Yeah, like so they make in the example of the computer, they make the CPU, they make the motherboard, they make the graphics
from scratch.
Yeah.
With all the soldering tools and stuff.
Yeah. I was like, that's cool, but I'm not gonna like that. I do my like.
Touch on it, get your feet wet.
Yeah, but obviously not like.
It's a huge like investment of time and like expertise, right? That's like you're like engineering level at that point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So that's yeah. So I mean, I guess it kind of goes to show like when you're going to school, right? You're starting out. I recommend going to college, honestly. Just to get your bearings on the whole
and find yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing about finding yourself. Like a lot of students, like they go to school for whatever reason. They say, "Hey, I'm going to find a good job, I'm going to get a degree, and go on a career." But it's not necessarily like that, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes some people don't know where they want to go, right? And it takes a while for people to find themselves. Like yourself, econ wasn't for you, but they're like, "Hey, music, yeah, why not give it a try, right?" And here we are now, we're talking to you about music. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, eh?
Yeah.
So, I guess you have only like a year or so left in your...
Yeah. It depends if I take like a minor, which I'm not 100%. I'm actually like 50-50 about it.
It's another time span.
Yeah.
Right. Because like, I don't know, like, do you have any plans after graduating?
My plan was to go back to school for like actual like sound design stuff and like post production.
Oh, okay,
like that stuff, like actual like hands-on quote unquote trade stuff, where you actually like applied stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then those are like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then because when I quit the GK, I told them like when I left, I'm like, I'm gonna work on my portfolio, and the next job I'm gonna get is a sound job. And then, like, I told all of them, I'm like,
I don't need you.
No, it's not that. It's like, it's essentially like
on good terms.
Yeah, it's like they keep you like on it. Like, I don't want to go back to them and be like, oh, I got a job, and they're like, what is it? Oh, it's like
a real estate. Yeah. Not that anything wrong with
like a retail, like a retail job or something like I don't want.
Oh,
like I told them sound, like something career.
Not in the same way. I tell everyone I'm going to med school, I'm like, oh, there's no way I can go back on that now.
Yeah.
And it's still something I pursue, right? This is kind of a part of that portfolio. But, I know what you mean. So in that regards. Okay, so, music and sound is a big part of you.
Yeah.
I guess part of this podcast we also talk about a lot, not with everybody, but mostly everyone so far is video gaming.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You've got some gaming blood in you?
Yeah. Of course.
Are you playing anything right now?
So I mostly play
Call of Duty?
No. I do play shooters though.
Okay.
So
Overwatch?
Oh, that's a dying game.
Oh no! Whoa! Don't tell me
the competitive scene is dying.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
But they just opened a league for it.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what it is with Overwatch. Overwatch is weird. It's because they don't really do much with Overwatch.
Well, I can't say much. I mean, I've been trying to get back into it.
Yeah. It's like, I give it, it's a good game, it's fun, but it's just...
Aiming's hard.
Yeah. It gets really stale.
Like the matches, or...?
Just the overall gameplay, because it's all just the same.
The payload?
Yeah, payload or like capture. But it'll never be as bad as what's happening to Destiny 2 right now. Destiny 2 is...
What? You say it. Go ahead.
Destiny 2 is going to shit, man. Holy. Like, people who played Destiny 1, they already knew it was a shit game, but like...
I loved it.
Yeah, like...
I love one.
I wish I played Destiny 1. I feel like I missed out on so much. But then, game-wise, but like... Destiny 2 was just like a shit show. It was not good. It was really lame.
Oh,
they didn't do much with it.
Oh.
And then all like the good stuff from Destiny 1 they took out.
I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
Because to me it was just like a really fun like go shoot stuff with bosses.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it's just like the overall atmosphere of Destiny 2 was like really crap.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kept saying I would delve into that one day.
You can try it, but like
I
wasted $100.
Yeah, so like again, the thing I keep complaining about in the podcast, like games are expensive in Canada. Like nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, like or I don't know if I covered this with somebody, but it was like I think it was my first podcast with Aura Hack. So she mentioned like working for the gaming industry is its own beast. But like when you work for like not working, but like you compare a AAA game that's like $79.99 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Compared to like
an indie game.
Undertale, which is like $10.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's just like, whoa, this experience was fantastic.
Yeah,
right? And I got it for like $10.
Yeah.
Compared to like I just dropped like $100 on this disappointment.
No, right? There's also the fact too with those AAA titles, they still try to suck more money from you.
Oh, whoa! What are you saying?
They're called loot boxes.
Well, I was gonna say microtransactions.
Yeah, microtransactions.
But like in the form of loot boxes. Yeah. It's
and like
it's
pay to win. Like Hearthstone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Hearthstone player.
I haven't really played Hearthstone.
I can't deny that because there's the Crip, right? Crip Brian, the Hearthstone player caster.
Okay.
There was a question where he asked like, "Oh, Crip, how do you become good at Hearthstone?" And he just pulled out his wallet and he's like, "That's
oh no,
that's the answer."
Oh no, man.
Skill stone is skill stone.
Yeah.
That's all I can really attest to it. But like you said, so there's like the kind of mentality where you can pay to be ahead.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel like that's a huge issue nowadays?
It's becoming the norm, which kind of sucks.
So like it's like how the industry kind of just shoves it, and people just. I mean, there's like a lot of people who just accept it.
Yeah, there's also
a vocal minority who say like, "Hey, we can't do this or you can't do that."
It's a generation thing. I've noticed that little kids don't mind paying for extra stuff.
Little kids
just to get ahead. Like people who don't, because like I'm 21, you're
in my 20s, yeah.
You're older, but then so we grew up on games that were like
this is you pay what you get.
Yeah, you get a full game, and then
you don't get Mario. This is all you get.
Yeah, and then also like I guess unlocking stuff too.
What do you mean? Like within the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like everything is there.
Right.
But then now, if you want like now because these kids haven't really played those games before, their norm is like, oh, if you pay say like 99 cents. You can get extra like gems or whatever,
and they'll give you a
boost something
like some kind of advantage.
Yeah,
maybe.
So like, it's becoming a norm, and like the older generations were like, no, we paid for full games, and like
we feel entitled to the entire thing.
Yeah,
which you may or may not be. I don't know. I'm not sure what the debate is. I mean, I probably do, but we can go to another time. So it's a generational thing.
Yeah,
you think?
Yeah,
and then. One side of the previous generation suffers from the newer generation.
Yeah,
it's hard to say whose fault this really is. It's like chicken or the egg.
Yeah,
you know. Are you familiar with the term whaling?
No.
Okay, it's where you chuck tons and tons and tons of money at like microtransactions, like tons.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're talking about like over $1,000 on Candy Crush.
Oh, okay.
For example, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing now.
Oh,
right back then, like when I was playing on Super Nintendo, I didn't have the things to play like throw money. I obviously had no money, but like you have a Super Nintendo, you don't throw money at it and it gets any better.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
It was always like you paid and you got everything that was there.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have any feeling on the matter. I probably would get angry and like escalated, but
yeah. Well, if it's come to the point where I bought the game, like say. I think the new Star Wars Battlefront 2 game.
Yeah, it's been a popular topic.
Yeah, that one was like, you paid for $100 for this game, or like $79.99, but you have to either grind literally 48 hours, or pay $10 to unlock a character, Darth Vader. You're like,
whom I love.
You're like, come on, man! I paid $100 for like what would think was a full game. And
I don't have to pay more to get Darth Vader?
Yeah, like...
You expect me to do this?
I also heard, too, that... Because an old friend of mine, he worked at a mobile game, like, company. And then they said that you only need, like, one sucker to spend their money.
That is the whale.
Yeah,
that's the whale.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I play tons of mobile games, right? I'm pretty clean. I'm pretty free to play now.
Yeah.
It used to be worse, but like it's like you said. So one guy is free to play, 10 guys are free to play, but then you get the one guy who spends $1,000, and that's $100 per person.
Yeah.
If you like think about it in some way, right?
Yeah.
It covers the cost.
Yeah.
Like, one sucker is gonna make up all your cost, or make up all your revenue, right?
Yeah.
So you don't play any of those? Candy Crush.
I did play Candy Crush, but to the point where it's like, no. I also got sick of that one.
Okay.
So then, I mostly play, like, I play first-person shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite's becoming a big thing.
Hey, Fortnite's pretty fun.
I don't take it as seriously as everyone on the internet does.
I didn't know there was a huge thing about it. But
It's like super hype, and I'm pretty sure people still rage at that, like COD and all that.
Well, I mean, that's just people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
no PUBG. Player Unknown Battleground.
Yeah, I used to play, but then it was. There's something about because I always compare it with Fortnite. There's something about Fortnite it's just so easy and fast.
It's also free.
Yeah, well, it's also free. I paid for PUBG.
Yeah.
Then
for like an alpha.
I know, and then the full game came out and it's still so buggy.
Well, I mean, it's pretty fun world.
Yeah, it's good, but there's just something about PUBG that not PUBG, Fortnite that is just easy to get in and play.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's just pick up and play and just have fun. Yeah.
And then, so I play Fortnite, and I also play Rainbow Six Siege. So that game is it's like CS:GO but on freaking steroids. Is it?
I haven't played since lockdown.
Oh,
that was ages ago. That was a PS2 game.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it was really fun.
Okay. You can play it online?
Yeah.
Are you mainly a PC gamer?
PC, yeah.
Okay.
PC Master Race.
Okay. Anything else you play?
It's usually it. Usually when I play story games, I'm a retro gamer.
Oh, really?
So
how retro? Like Super Mario World retro?
SNES, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
go down into SNES. I actually wanted to get an SNES for
just flat out get the actual console.
I did want the classic that came out, the mini one.
The mini one, yeah.
But then people.
Yeah, Sculptor.
Yeah.
It's $1,000.
I got lucky with the NES. I got the NES.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I went into Best Buy because my friend wanted to buy a wire or something, and they're just giving them out. They were restocked.
Oh.
No one knew about it, and they're just giving them out. I'm like, do I have to reserve for that? He's like, no, you can just get one. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I just picked it up, and then, well, for me, it's mostly SNES because I wanted to play the North American version of Earthbound.
Oh, mother.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so then I got a port of Mother 1 and Mother 3 for Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Have you played the Mother 3?
I love Mother 3.
Dude, I'm on chapter 7, but the first hour, I didn't. It was the most depressing thing I've ever seen. It was just I know where this is going, but please don't say it. No.
The whole thing is really depressing. It's a really good game.
It's beautiful. It's one of the best games.
Yeah, it's honestly
for what it is.
If people ask me what my favorite series is,
Mother.
I either say Mother or Metal Gear.
MGS, man. Not Survive, but
yeah. Oh god.
I mean, I haven't gotten to Survive, so I can give it a fair chance.
But
Mother, yeah. I haven't. Have you played through Mother 1?
Yeah, I finished it.
It just the really the quirkiness of the entire genre.
Yeah.
It's really, and it's also built into the actual game too, right? The system where in the third one where you take a lethal hit, but your HP keeps
going. Yeah, your HP keeps going. It's like a roulette thing. So
yeah, it counts down.
Yeah, so if you're fast enough, you can heal it.
Yeah, and you can survive the lethal hits.
Yeah, there's also they said that if you listen carefully to the rhythm
of the heartbeats or something,
or of the music.
Yeah.
And then if you tap the A accordingly, you get more hits.
Again, it's a music thing.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is
holy, this is a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah. And that port too, because I had the Game Boy Advance ones, the port had it didn't finish Earthbound Mother 2.
Uh-huh.
So the dialogue was messed up, so then...
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
It didn't finish? It was... Because it was translated.
Oh, okay.
It was a full translation, because you know how Mother 3 was originally... It was only
Japanese
Japan.
only, yeah.
Yeah, and same with Mother 1.
Right.
But then they took all of those Japanese ones, but then they didn't finish the second one.
What?
Yeah, for some reason.
That's what's Earthbound, right?
Yeah, Earthbound. They didn't finish that one, so then it was literally unplayable.
I didn't know that.
Get past the first... excuse me, the first dialogue.
Because it didn't work?
Yeah, it didn't even finish the dialogue.
What the heck?
It had some symbols on it, like
Japanese symbols?
No, it mixed English words and Japanese symbols, and it had
it just looked
question
weird.
marks and it was bad.
For the port?
Yeah, because it just wasn't
on
finished.
Virtual Console or
No, it was It was on Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
So yeah, they basically designed it an emulator on a computer and then put it in like a Game Boy Advance cartridge.
Oh, did they?
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was the one I bought.
Oh. Yeah, but you know, Mother series that was just like, man, Mother 3, holy moly, like.
Mother series is really good.
It's able to like evoke so much emotion through the medium, which is limited at the time, right? Yeah. Through the characters' like really minute animation expressions, and also through the music. Yeah. Right. It's really very artistic.
Yeah, it is
in a way. Metal Gear Solid 1 to 4.
I mostly 4 was Guns of Patriots, right?
Guns of the Patriots.
The one that's literally like an hour of gameplay.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it was all cutscene. Yeah,
I still love 4, but
my personal favorite one was Peace Walker.
Oh, Peace Walker. Okay, I actually never played that one.
So I like the saga where they did damn, what was his name?
David Hayter.
Yeah, but he's obviously all snakes. It's not Solid Snake.
Naked Snake?
Yeah, I think it's Naked Snake. Like the original.
Yeah, boss.
Big boss. Yeah. So I like his like timeline, but then Phantom Pain got kind of weird.
Yep.
Cause like
no spoilers.
But I do know the story of it. I haven't finished it.
There's a reason why it's hard to. I mean, gameplay wise, fantastic.
Yeah, like the gameplay, like, but then like
the story,
they got rid of Kojima like halfway through the game.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, like, I don't know what their politics are right now inside the company, but yeah.
Apparently they might ditch. Apparently Konami is not gonna do games anymore. Metal Gear Survive might be it.
Well, I mean, I haven't tried Survive.
Apparently, Survive, you have to pay $10 actual money for an extra save slot.
Really?
Yeah.
But why? That makes no sense.
They just don't care anymore. Because I heard Konami was just invested in making pachinko machines.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid died. Castlevania died.
And Silent Hill.
Silent Hill died.
Gone.
Yeah.
Then we all just followed what Kojima's doing, and it's
Death Stranding. Yeah, I haven't seen nor heard anything about that. So
you haven't seen the trailers?
I've seen the trailers, but like
where's the actual game?
Yeah, I was like, I want to. Come on, it's like it's been like 3 years, I think.
Yeah, I'm also big on Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, you're a KH guy too,
yeah,
like Johnny.
I love Kingdom Hearts.
It's supposed to be coming out this year, so they say.
I know, but Kingdom Hearts, we knew of Kingdom Hearts 3
before PS3 came out.
Yeah, like when Kingdom Hearts 2 was done. No, maybe the PSP one.
That was still like a PS2 era.
It was a long time ago.
That was like over 10 years ago.
I know.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's something to look forward to if it comes out this year.
I'd have to get a console.
What? Really? Is it on PC as well?
PS4 only.
Oh.
Or maybe Xbox with this console.
Oh. Well, small price to pay for greatness.
I know, that's true.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Hopefully it comes on the Switch.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
You know, that's my biggest concern.
Yeah.
It's been like, I mean, they announced it like many years ago, but who knows when they actually started working on it, right?
I'm pretty sure it's like almost done, but then I wouldn't mind if it keeps getting delayed. Just so
for
they
can make quality. It better. Yeah, I'm also for that too. Like Death Stranding was announced like I forgot. I don't even know when.
Yeah.
But like if it's for the sake of quality, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of games that nowadays just produce
No Man's
yearly.
Sky.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was in production for a long time too, wasn't it? I'm not sure. You're just gonna anti-plug it?
Yeah, just don't.
But yeah, there's a lot of games nowadays that just release like yearly versions of themselves, like
Assassin's Creed like that?
Assassin's Creed or Battlefield.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, whatever else, right? Like every year there has to be like a Mario game.
Yeah,
another installment.
COD is like that too.
Yeah, right. And it's like, I don't know if it's for the sake of releasing games.
Yeah, right.
Or if it's for the sake of, I don't know. But like yeah, long development times, I'm all for it as long as it makes it better. Like, and also for games like lifespan, like you want to have support for the game, right?
Yeah.
So like if you look at Blizzard, right? They only have like 5 games, right?
Yeah.
But they continuously update it.
Yeah.
Right. It's really obviously refining the experience. I don't know, I'm sure there's like people with lots of problems against Blizzard. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
I like what they do because it's easy.
Yeah, they're respectable.
Yeah, it's like I can play this one game for years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
Right? Diablo 3 came out like I don't know how many years after Diablo 2.
Yeah.
And look what happened there, right? Yeah, so, yeah, I guess you like playing FPS.
Yeah. But then, like...
Some RPGs, some retro gaming.
Yeah, usually RPGs. In retro gaming, too, I'm a really big... I like Game Boys. Like the handheld stuff.
Oh, like Game Boys or handheld games?
Like Game Boys, specifically. Because,
What on Game Boy, exactly? Like...
No, because, like, when I ended up getting my job, I finished... So Game Boy has an entire line throughout all the years. I have every single one of them.
So, like, let's go
every main line.
The OG, the Color, to Advance, like that?
Yeah, I even have one that's a Japan exclusive.
How did you come across?
I got lucky with, like, my one friend. He went to a retro game store and they had it in there. And I'm like, yo, buy this for me, please. And I gave him money.
Was it just to play, like, exclusive Japanese games?
No, it's just a backlight. So this is what it is. So there was the brick, the original classic.
Yeah, the OG Game Boy,
and
the gray.
Then they made another one that was colored with the same thing. It's called the Play It Now. That one's not as important. And then they have the Pocket, which is a smaller version of the
Game Boy Pocket. Okay.
Yeah, so they have Pocket. That's essentially it's the same as the brick. It's just smaller.
Okay.
It looks like a color.
Oh, okay.
And then in between the color and the Pocket, they have the light, the Game Boy Light. That's the backlit one.
Oh.
Yeah, it only comes in like silver, gold, and like a few other ones.
Okay.
So I got that, and then they got rid of backlight and made the color.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's a color, and then I think right after the color was the Game Boy Advance.
Right.
The horizontal one.
Mm-hmm.
There's that, and then there's the SP.
Yep. And there's a micro, right?
Yeah. I have the micro.
No.
I love the micro.
Only real fans know, and
I love the micro.
I do too. I wish I had one. I really do, but
get one. But it'll hurt your eyes because it's just so small.
It's tiny. It is, yeah.
Because the reason too why the micro didn't go so well is because it came the exact same year as the first DS.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
But then you can't play Mother 3 on the DS.
I know, right? Oh yeah, you can. The first one, it has a...
Oh yeah, you could, yeah.
Basically that, it had the Game Boy Advance.
I forgot about that.
The micro was useless. There was no point in releasing it.
Because I remember the way they marketed it in the ads, it was a cool accessory.
Yeah.
A cool $100 accessory. Yeah. You can put in your bags and whatever. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's not what it's for.
DS.
Oh, really? So you're really into that retro kind of Game Boy line?
Because I grew up with it, and you know how when you're younger you kind of want certain things, but the money wasn't there.
Yeah, because you're a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And so then, upon growing up, you're like,
hey, these are the things I wanted to get when I was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like another thing that you were passionate towards, and it's not a lot of people know, because I didn't even know about a Game Boy Light or whatever. It's this line of Game Boys, right? It's this equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there's also I don't know if people know about this, but there are these two things that I'm still going after. I have one of them.
Okay.
So the Game Boys had a camera and a printer.
It's like a cartridge with a camera, right?
Yeah, you shove it in, and it has a shitty camera on it. I have that.
It's really?
Yeah, I have it. I found it too.
You have the printer too?
No, I don't have the printer. That's the one I'm still looking for. But now in the days of just Amazon or you can just find it. It's not
Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go on that adventure to look for it.
Because when I found my the camera, you know how New West down 12th Street, where the 7-Eleven and stuff is?
12th. Okay.
So it's at the end of Canada. Kingsway.
Okay.
So that one street usually has a weird festival or something,
right?
Where they just have live performances and people put out vendor stands.
Mm-hmm.
So then they have that once a year during the summer. And then I was with my parents, and then there's a retro store in there, a retro game store. And I went in, I'm like, oh, there's a camera. Oh, I need to have this.
It's part of the line.
Yeah, I'm just oh. Yeah. So that's just getting lucky with that. That's also the fun in it.
Yeah, it's you never know. It's a hidden gem.
Yeah, exactly.
Here of all places.
Yeah.
Right. What is this?
But then I could just go over.
You could just go online and look for. It's probably sculpted, but you never know. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So let's wrap it up here because it's been a while. But thank you so much for doing this. And is there anywhere I can follow or we can follow you? If you want to put that out there. No Twitter?
I have Twitter. I think my Twitter is MJ Edralin.
MJ Edralin.
And so is my Instagram. I do have a SoundCloud, but that's not established yet.
Okay.
Maybe if I come back, I'll give the SoundCloud.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely have Marion on again, and we'll see where that takes us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely more smack talk next time. No guarantees, but we'll see how that goes.
Next one will be more NSFW.
Whoa, yeah, I've got to put that label on. Hey, thank you so much for joining me, Marion.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, and so this is Reno P with another episode. Thank you so much.